Okay, now let's talk about fog in physical sky. You insert a physical sky, and in base tab, you can activate fog here. As you can see, the tab will be open. And if you render, as you can see, we have a simple fog in our scene that you can change its color. We can change the fog color here if you want. Right, so as you can see, we have a red fog there. And here in a start high and the end high, I can explain it with this image better. And as you can see in this scene, the fog start is here. If you want, you can change it. For example, imagine this distance is our fog. If you start at 0, it's started from the floor to the sky. And if you want to start from above, not at the bottom of your city or floor, you can start and end it here. It's very simple. So you can change and start high and end here. The maximum distance is all about the optimizing your render. For example, you have a large scene to the far from here, and you can define fog produced till this distance. Because I'm using 3D print software, I changed my unit in millimeter, but it's very high. But you can choose a distance from your camera to the end that you want to produce fog. It's optimizing your render if you want. For example, if you have a small scene, you can change this radius here. Density is very easy. You can change the density of your fog. I think image density of fog. No, it's very simple. You can change the density of your fog. For example, 10. Render again. As you can see, we have a small fog at the far from our camera. It's all about density. Density distribution. I explained this window in Cinema 4D that you can define a curve and use it in other tools. But it's very simple. You can define, you can right click and use all of these settings. Please refer to our previous lesson. It's called graph editor. You can search my channel graph editor and use it. It's very simple. You can draw a curve in here, and this curve controls some command in Cinema 4D. In this case, it's changed distribution of your fog. This example. For example, this beginning is our camera, and this is our far from our camera, distance of the fog. And as you can see, we have 100% of fog in front of our camera, and it's going down to the 0 at the end. You can see it. And in this case, as you can see, it's go at the middle of the fog, 0, as you can see. For example, this is on near our camera going through the city, and in the middle of the city, it's here. We have a small number of fog, and going 100% again to the end of that. Or in this distance, as you can see, from near our camera, we have 0% of fog, and going far from our camera to the maximum distance of fog, we have 100%. As you can see, it looks like this. So it's very easy. You can load presets, save preset if you want. You can enable any noise in your scene. For example, knocking noise. Change, and don't forget to increase the number of the noise strengths. The higher number, as you can see, we have a noise. Density. We have a low density. Don't forget. And now you can see the noise on your, or you can choose this noise by name or by shape here. Don't forget to click this small rectangle here. Here you can change the scale of the noise in any direction that you want. You can stretch it in X, stretch it in Y, or stretch it in a Z axis. It's all about the noise. Yeah, you can see the noise here better. Okay. So for movement, you can add an animation. For example, if you want to this noises move in this direction, in X direction, this direction. This is an X direction, is moving from here. And don't forget to change the animation speed. Yeah, animation speed is 100%. It's moving in this centimeter per second. And you can, if you can control this movement by speed animation. So you can move your fog in any direction. For example, if you want to move in a Z direction, you can change it, or you can both direction. Or for example, if you want to move your fog in this direction, move in X and Z, the same number, and its border will come here. So you can control animation speed. Sample size, it's changing the quality of the fog. The lower number, we have more quality of our fog, but be careful of the render time. Shadow intensity, I think it's there. No shadow intensity, where is that? Yeah, shadow intensity, if the sun is here, as you can see, we have some small shadows in our, as you can see. For example, light is from here. We can have a shadow intensity in our fog that through light through from our fog. If you want, you can change the shadow intensity. Illumination intensity is looks like this. As you can see, for example, the sun is here, and how many of light is illuminating and throwing the fog. You can simulate this scene by increasing the number of the illumination intensity and shadow intensity. But don't forget, if you make them not zero, be careful of your render time. So you can simulate this scene by increase or decrease the number of your illumination density, or if you want to shadow, you can increase the number of your shadow intensity. It means your fog produces shadow from the light that are surrounding, or because of the physical sky, if you will. I make noise 100%, shadow, let's render sometime. And as you can see, it produced the shadow because of the shadow intensity and some illumination if you have it. Where is our sun? Oh, we have time and date changing. Where is our sun? Because of floor, I think. Oh, it's inside our box. Sun, where are you? Yeah, it's there. Let's see, we can simulate some illumination. Yeah, then shadow, as you can see, it looks like a volumetric fog. This is an illumination. If you want, and as you can see, because of the sun, we have a fog here, a shadow here. If you don't need a shadow, you can turn it off or on from the fog. Okay, this is all about fog. Hello, my friends. To continue these tutorials on YouTube, subscribe us, like us, and hit the bell icon. And now you will be alerted about all of the amazing videos that we release.